Good morning, everyone. Dudes and dudettes. Welcome back to Don't Stop Belizen. Today we are in a city called La Verta in Santa Cruz. Now there's some ancient ruins here. I don't think they're Mayan ruins, but they're ancient ruins. We're parked outside of them. As you can see, it's not very glamorous. It's very green here, very lush. We're excited to show you guys around. Good morning, Allie.
No!
How'd you sleep?
Like so good.
So good?
Yeah.
I slept pretty good, but one thing that's really different about here in La Verta and closer to the Gulf.
La Venta.
I thought it was La Verta.
La Venta.
Ah, crap. Maybe it's La Venta. Sorry, guys. Anyway, it's super humid. It's like once you get up here where everything's like green and lush, you can like barely breathe. The air is like so thick. I really can't complain. I absolutely love it down here. I do have one important item of business that I wanted to ask all of you guys about. My beard is like getting pretty lush itself. Go down into the comment section and leave one comment that either says shave it, trim it, or grow it. Thanks. I really appreciate you guys' feedback. But now I'm gonna make some coffee. Wait. Okay. Whenever we show Frank eating off of the floor, people always comment he needs a bowl and all these other things. Frank eats off the floor because when Frank has a bowl, Frank eats too fast. Frank is kind of a pig and he will pig out. But you can buy those things that spread out their food and they go into the little cracks so that it slows down the dog's eating and they have to think about it more. They're probably like $20 or $30. Plus we've got to find a place to store it. We scatter Frank's food on the ground. He eats one piece at a time. He eats slow. We save money. We save space. Everybody's happy.
Good morning.
Dude, we had no kittens in our bus this morning waking us up.
I don't know if you guys saw in their vlog yesterday, but they woke up with a random cat inside their bus. They had their hatch open and their back door was cracked, and we think it jumped in through the hatch. And they just woke up to an intruder. Pretty interesting.
Lola's dog food, dude.
Eating Lola's dog food.
Let's do some egg scramble.
Egg scramble! Got our delicious veggie scramble. Does it look good?
Looks really good.
All right, I think we're gonna munch, and then I think we're gonna go try and check out these ruins. Let's go in here, pay our $2.50 for our entry fee, and check out some ruins. Well, if that doesn't give you nightmares. That kind of looks like Jason from Friday the 13th.
Disrespectful.
Just saying.
I think it's so interesting that no matter how far back you go in time, wherever there are civilizations, there's artwork. It's essential to like recreation and to mental stimulation at a certain level because there's artwork in all of these places ingrained on the sides of the pyramids or in the sides of the stone. It's part of who we are.
This is the first civilization in Mexico City. The principal god of this civilization was the jaguar. Jaguar body is here, the serpent in his mouth. Yeah, the serpent, the second god. Jaguar, we represent the earth. The serpent, water.
So the tour guide here just told us that the old Mecca people, they were here from 1500 to 400 BC, the oldest civilization in Mesoamerica. This pyramid that we're gonna climb on top of is the oldest pyramid in Mexico or any of the ruins around here. It's not super advanced, it's made out of dirt, but it's still really cool to know that it's been, what, 3,500 years since these people were here? That's insane. This guy totally looks like some type of samurai. He's got like things on the side of his head. His hands are in little fists. He looks hangry.
He does.
He's probably waiting for dinner. You guys ready to climb the oldest pyramid in Mesoamerica? Let's do this. It's so humid.
This used to be an altar for sacrificial rituals.
I think so. You think about like the reason they built these pyramids, and it always has to do with sacrificing or a tribute to the gods or something like that. But from a very logistical point of view, building this pyramid literally makes it so that you could see enemies coming for miles and miles away. So you could prepare, you could leave, you could probably ambush the enemies before they get to you. Huge logistical advantage.
This is the first capital of the Olmec civilization here on this little island off the shore of Tabasco. So eventually their food sources ran out, their resources ran out, and they moved from this island onto the mainland in Veracruz.
But as you can see, we're all like completely soaking wet and dripping with sweat, and it's super hot and mosquitoes are moving in. So I think we're gonna go get into the air-conditioned vans and we are gonna hit the road.
I find it so interesting that the Olmec civilization created this entire capital city, and when they ran out of resources, they ran out of food, they could do nothing else but leave. They had to pick up everything they could carry and move to another capital city to start fresh. Basically, living kind of a nomadic lifestyle.
Yeah, I just think it's crazy that we went from nomads to a stationary people, and now there's this huge movement of van life and bus life and RV life and everything, where people are wanting to go back to that nomadic lifestyle, and it's being revived. We're literally reviving the nomadic lifestyle, and I love it.
Couple hours of driving under our belt, we made it to Villahermosa. This heat is so brutal. We've been driving with the AC on and I still have a headache. It is just dense, heavy air. So I think to combat all that heaviness, we are going to fuel our bodies with some healthy, nourishing food. We found a nice little cafe where we're gonna take a quick breather from the drive and eat something tasty.
We are at Cafe La Organica. Let's go get something nice, cold, and refreshing to eat/drink. Muchas gracias. It was so nice to go in there and get some delicious Organico smoothies and fruit bowls and all kinds of delicious fresh treats.
I was most impressed with their air conditioning. I must say that was amazing. I feel so much better. There's just not many places with air conditioning, so it's really hard when your body is that overheated to find anywhere to cool off. So after an hour in the air conditioning, I honestly feel completely refreshed, ready to tackle the rest of this hot and muggy day.
Let's take on a 5.5 hour drive. Let's hit the road.
Okay.
Stopped here getting some gas. Allie's throwing a little bit of frisbee with Frank. boy, Frank. That's a good boy. We just pulled up to Escotasiga in Campeche?
Campeche.
In Campeche. It's a state right outside the Yucatan and Belize. We are making pork sliders right now. Allie's got the diced up mozzarella. She's doing a little mayo and mustard on the slider buns, and then we're gonna throw some spinach on there. I think we're gonna run short on buns though. So they're gonna end up being pork tacos also, because we got a lot of tortillas. Are you hungry or what?
I'm starving.
It's been a long day of driving, huh?
Weird that you always get hungry after driving. Like, we haven't really done much today. We walked around this morning at the ruins. Other than that, we just drove, and I'm so hungry.
Yeah, that is weird. You like generate an appetite sitting still all day.
There's a very specific order here that Trent requires we abide by. Mustard on the top, then spinach, then the meat, then the cheese, then the mayo, inside the bun. That's the only way to make a proper slider.
Hey, you don't gotta give all my secrets away.
Oh my goodness.
After a long journey of driving, now we feast. Wow, that was a really fun and exciting day. Got to check out some cool ruins. Got to knock a big chunk off of the driving sector that we had. And I think we're parked outside of more ruins.
After dinner, we ended up driving for another hour so that we could get a head start on tomorrow's day of driving. I fell asleep during that drive, so I'm ready to crawl into bed and get ready for another fun day tomorrow.
I'm ready to go to bed too. And remember what we said about reviving the nomadic lifestyle. If you guys are one of the people that are getting ready to join the nomadic lifestyle, sorry, babe. More power to you.
Yeah.
If you're one of those people that are just laughing at people living in vans, welcome to the show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to our channel, subscribe to the Nomadic movement, and we will see you guys on the next one.
Good night.